audio codec as DMR, and so does NXDN. So we can pretty easily put those protocols into the RF module.
Yes.
And one of the things that's happening is that on these new ones, the Echo 81 or the B1, if you will, we put enough of a processor on the RF module and enough memory so that we can add more protocols as time goes on. So, and that's going to come as an upgrade. It'll just come up as a ROM upgrade to these, to add these new features to it. So just like with the older ones, like these didn't have promiscuous out the box. We had to add promiscuous to the RF module, and it came as a ROM upgrade. All of a sudden, radios all had promiscuous. You know,
my radio is loaded with promiscuity.
It's all very dirty.
But we another question, then we should sign off. Okay, any more questions? Hugo, is this ham radio?
I'm just all ears.
Okay. Yeah,
wait, did somebody say it's not ham radio?
No, yeah, that's what I've been saying that. It's not ham radio. This is something else.
Where's the key?
I don't know, I'm controversial, I'm just a little controversial, that's all.
No, hold on.
It's too promiscuous, this radio.
Hold on. I just want to say that DMR is very much ham radio. Even though it's linking through the internet, who cares? I mean, repeaters for years were linked over radio links, over microwave links. They were even linked over laser links. They were linked over standard telephone line links. So there's always been different kinds of links, and DMR is just another new kind of link. You know, so it's very much ham radio. It's a lot of fun.
Well, Bob, you're...
I'm not a mode or a band snob. Maybe you're a band snob?
No.
Nobody? Okay. My son is a band snob.
What does that mean?
Well, he's 18 years old, okay? He says that this is not real radio. He claims that it's not real radio, that he only likes to get on the 20 meters and the 80 meter DX window. And that's always interested him. That's why I call him a band snob.
Will you be able to use Fusion and the other digital systems in the future?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yeah,
we're adding more protocols to this. I mean, personally, between you and me and everybody in the room, I think Fusion's in trouble. I think it's not going to. I don't think it's going to take off that well. I don't. You know,
I agree.
We're not seeing it grow the way that we're seeing DMR grow, and we're seeing D-Star wane as DMR grows. So
that says it.
It just is what it is. I mean, I run the worldwide repeater directory. Believe me, I know what repeaters are going up and going down, and I'm watching it happen. So,
Bob, you're one of the sharpest knives in the drawer, and one of the more interesting guys in this hobby, and you're obviously a professional in this hobby that I've ever met. And I'm really honored and delighted we've been able to share your great mind with our crowd. So thank you. But I'm a member of the club.
My mom's from Eastern Europe, and she's a survivor of the Holocaust. And she said to me a couple of months ago, "You finally did something right."
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bob. Okay. Now we're going to demonstrate. Okay, we're going to demonstrate the radio now. Okay, so you have to admit, I'm in the business of meeting interesting people. I've spent a whole career doing that. Bob is one of the most interesting characters I've ever seen. I will give you now try to give you a little demo. get in close to you. So, and anybody who wants to control, this radio has a lot of buttons on it. Now, it has a red button on top.
That's the on and off button.
No, that doesn't do anything. It has a knob with a bunch of numbers on it. It's like a channel selector. It's a detent kind of a thing. That's the volume. It has 2 push-to-talks.
Hold on.
Okay. One, Fred can't even turn off.
Turn off the speaker.
Not with the feedback.
2 push-to-talks. The
Like that.
top push-to-talk puts you on the radio, on the DMR radio. The second one is, you remember when a BlackBerry had that kind of walkie-talkie feature that would run on the cell network? This is that. So if you have somebody else with one of these, I can do kind of a walkie-talkie to him, you know, but over the cell network, not over over the 20-centimeter ham band, which is what the top one is. Okay, and then that's about it. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate. Let me go back to the original, to just kind of so you can. This is now what it looks like when you turn it on. Basically, it looks like a.
Show the camera.
Oh.
You're on video.
Oh, okay. It looks like a cell phone, an Android cell phone, and I can put. It has the Play Store here. I can put any number of apps I want into this thing, right off the thing. I have Echo Link here.
And it is Android.
It's Android. I can get my Gmail. I can get my AOL mail. All that stuff I have. Okay. All right. So now I have the RF finder. I click on the RF finder, that thing comes up that you guys saw, and it's programmed. There's a whole menu in here that I picked a program and said I wanted to see every repeater that's within 30 miles of where I'm standing. Okay, so that's right here now, and this radio I wanted to go digital, and I could not, as I say, we couldn't figure out how to program my 2-meter radio, much less this digital radio. It was like way over my brain capacity, you know, way over. So now it has the whole list here. Here's the whole list of everything that's in the area. So I want to go to Norwalk. WNLK Norwalk, it's 8.4 miles from here. Okay, that's what it says. And I'll hit it. I hit the Norwalk repeater right there, and it says, now this is the information about the repeater. This is the information about the repeater, okay? There it is. And then I hit this little button that says, send to device radio. So this has a little radio in it, so I now send this information to the radio. Boom. And again, what's this? It lists all of the different talk groups that are on the Norwalk DMR repeater. There looks like about 10 of them. There's one that's called Worldwide Net, North America Net, Northeast Net. The one that seems to be the most popular, I don't know anything about DMR, if I've only been on it for 2 weeks.
North America.
Is this thing, the one that I see most traffic on is this thing called the Connecticut Southwest Network, which is this regional network, the whole state. And it's called actually by number 3109. That's the group that is pretty much anybody around here is usually on 3109.
But unless you use promiscuous, you can't tell what's active. Am I correct?
You're still above me. I mean, I could give you an answer to that, but it might not be right. Okay, so now I hit this 3109, and it says now I'm ready to send it to the radio. So I send this information to the radio, which it's going into the radio right now. All of the codes and all of that craziness is going into the radio, and it says so now it's there. Okay, so I can close this now, and it says I'm on receive 448.075. I'm transmitting on 443. I'm on group 3109. I'm DMR and I'm power high. Okay, this is a 4-watt radio. And when I talk to somebody, I'll see who they are, what their call letter is. I, by the way, had to sign up for this thing I don't even know what it's called, it's some kind of an ID. You have to
Yeah.
send in your
Radio
license
ID.
and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Fred just did it today. You send in your license and electronically, I'm gonna hit the promiscuous mode. It says prom, so it's now even the permit. So now we are going to try to transmit and see if something happens. So,
All right.
double beat means I'm not getting through. Yeah, that funny sound, this is W1BKR on 3109. W1BKR on 3109 at the Stamford Club. Anybody hear me? Somebody would.
Analog, they hear you.
No, they hear me. No, it's not like they don't hear me, there's just nobody there.
Right.
They would hear me because we were, before you showed up, we were talking.
I heard that.
Okay, yeah.
You can reach the NOAA repeater from here, and the NOAA DMR.
Yeah, well, look at the, who's got that thing that was up? Who's got that thing that was up? Here, do you see me on here? And what does it say? What does it say? See, this is this thing called the CT DARN that he's watching me on. This is all the traffic moving through all the repeaters in Connecticut.
Really?
And you can see me here, W1B. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was. But at any rate, so it shows what my power is and how well I'm coming through.
'Cause I'm getting bombed on all that.
W1BKR. Anybody copy over? W1BKR.
Someone's on our repeater,
Is there, no, but your repeater isn't here.
W1EE Stanford.
No, go to our DMR in Stamford.
I don't know. Okay, so we'll go to here. Let's go to W1EE Stanford. Okay, there it is. 447.125. I'm going to push that button. Okay, and I get this, and then I'm going to say send to radio, and then it gives me this list, and then I'll look for 3109. They have a thing here called the parrot. Theoretically, if I talked into that, it would play it back. There's no 3109 in this thing.
Yeah.
So what do I go to? What would you like me to talk on? There's region 4. I mean, there are all kinds of crazy things on this.
Statewide.
Statewide, let me see. Oh, there it is. It's called TS2 Group. Whoop. I don't know what I'm doing here. It just,
There's a big learning curve on these things.
let me hit close here.
Connecticut
DMR. Send it. Here, then where's the thing called statewide? Where?
Connecticut
there it is,
statewide.
right there. I'm hitting that, and now it's sending it to the radio. And then is our repeater out that way? Because remember, this is only 4 watts. Well, then we're not going to hit it, are we?
Stanford Hospital is one.
Oh, yeah, but
The DMR repeater's up there.
yeah, but I hit the radio. W1BKR. Who's got? There I am. This is W1BKR on the Stamford repeater.
It's working.
Talk.
KB1YL portable.
Well, how come I didn't hear you though? I didn't hear you out of mine. I heard it
I
out
did.
of
I heard
yours.
you on there.
Huh?
I heard your volume
Oh,
up.
did you? Oh, maybe my line. No, it's
Call back the
Try
Maybe
again.
someone called back and
KB1YLQ portable.
I don't know.
Stanford.
No, I don't hear it. Try again. Keep talking.
KB1YLQ testing 2, 3, 4,
Now you can
5, 9,
You might be blocked by overload.
Who was that? Was that you?
Your radio. Yeah, it was your radio.
W1BKR. Okay. I don't know. At any rate, you get the message.
Yeah.
You'll see us on.
We hear the
You got to
message.
admit,
Marco's
this is very
computer that
It's
unique.
very cool looking.
gracious to
This is
allow
and look at this. And I mean, I'll
what's your
hand,
call?
I'll
KB1YL.
hand this around, and anybody can see what we're dealing with. So, and you can drop it, I don't care, that thing is bulletproof. It's strictly and so when the Chinese invade and they come in with these things, you know, and there's a, you know, there's a war, you know, World War III happens,
Feels like something.
these guys come in with these radios, we're dead.
Yeah.
We're dead. I mean,
What I
it's all
like-
over.
They got a
The Chinese
tracking.
won. And also there are a lot of them.
And they're tracking us.
Yeah.
What I like most about the radio is that
Are they tracking us?
Yeah, they are.
serves the
Yeah,
true
yeah, we
purpose
remember.
of
They've got
an
your,
emergency.
they've got your
Like,
social
you-
security number.
You gotta go up to the mountains when you're done with whatever like that.
Something's left there.
You're not programming, you're not looking for plugs and stuff. That's the
Jack, can you say that again?
Yeah.
Speak
I'm
up and
sorry,
say what you
I'm
were
sorry,
saying.
I'm sorry, we're out of
We
control.
have an observation.